Welcome to Prairie Badminton Podcast. This is episode number 6.
That is true.
I believe this is episode number 6. It's our first episode of 2020. Welcome to the new year. Today we're going to be recapping just briefly our predictions on how they went at the World Tour Finals, and also taking a look at some of the statistics on Badminton Stats Twitter page, and talking through those a little bit. So Rylan, why don't you start us off with how we did on some of our more bold predictions for the World Tour Finals?
Well, on one mark we failed miserably, and that was anticipating that PV Sindhu. We both of us said, quote, PV Sindhu, you can't tell me she won't be at least making the final. And in fact, she didn't even make it out of the group, so that was proved to be a terrible prediction. And then also, I now owe Brandon a toonie, which is $2, because he bet that Wijaya and partner name is now missing.
Faisal?
Faisal? Yeah, Faisal.
You got it.
Faisal and Wijaya would beat or do better than Praveen Jordan and Octavianti, which was right. So I owe money for that. And then finally, I had a perfect prediction on one of the men's singles groups because I predicted that Chen Long was going to beat Axelsen, he was going to lose to Anthony Ginting, and he was going to beat Xiao Chen Chen, and he was going to make it out of the group. And I predicted all the other wins as well, which is pretty good. Oh, no, sorry, no, I messed up one. But that just my Chen Long prediction was good.
Yeah,
it's not as impressive. Oh, thank you. And that's pretty much our recap, I guess. And yeah.
You can catch the thumbnail of our next podcast, Rylan handing me a toonie. Maybe we'll get some more viewers off of that.
Oh, man.
Okay, so we're going to start off with some statistics from 2019. These are all from Badminton Stats Twitter page. Shout out to them. They're right up there for me. Rylan didn't know about them until right now. We're just talking about it, but they're right up there for me with the Badminton Talk page.
Okay. Wow, that's high praise.
It is high praise. Well, there's not a lot of places the praise can go for Badminton Stats and information pages, but
I guess that's a good point.
If it's going to go somewhere, it's going to go here. We're going to start with the most time on court in 2019. So here we go. Here's this one.
Let's jump right into it.
Most time, yeah. So most time on court is Hirota and Fukushima from Japan, the women's doubles team. They played 21 tournaments, 74 matches. They spent 66 hours and 6 minutes on court for an average match length of 53 minutes.
That actually doesn't surprise me that they're the most time played.
Yeah, 21 tournaments from them. No, the other, Nagahara and Matsumoto, also played 21 tournaments, and they were 4 hours shorter. 5 minutes per match shorter. Which I guess makes sense because they're a little bit more aggressive and have a little more sting in their attack, right? So
that's true.
They can end some rallies while having the defense that's just as strong.
Mm-hmm.
So it's those women's doubles, and then there's Kim and Kong from Korea and another Japanese team, Matsumoto and
Those
Takahashi.
are the top 4?
Those are the top 4 women's doubles teams. And then second is actually Momota, which kind of surprising to me.
He's behind all those, or is he second overall?
He is second overall.
Oh, yeah, that is surprising. Wow. Huh.
Because if you
you'd think women's doubles would be the longest event by far.
Yeah. And I would think that Xiao Chen Chen would have the most time on court out of any men's singles.
Oh my goodness.
Momota played 73 matches. Xiao Chen Chen played 67 matches.
That would probably explain it then.
Yeah, so there's 6 matches difference, and the time difference is 3 hours, almost exactly.
Oh, okay, so that's actually...
So it is actually really close.
Yeah.
Momota was on court 53 minutes, 38 seconds. Xiao was 55 minutes, 43 seconds. So all of these, on the longest one, I don't know how many's on this list, maybe 15. It's all like 53 minutes to maybe 48 minutes. Average match time.
That is long.
That's quite a lot.
And then to win a tournament, you got to do that, 6 times, 5 times,
5 times, yeah.
5 times.
Pretty grueling.
Yeah, that is true. It's honestly, it's impressive to see that all those people at the top are relatively healthy, right? They haven't had any big injuries. I mean, hopefully I'm not jinxing that.
Yeah, very true.
But yeah.
So I'm looking at this list: Fukushima, Hirota, Momota. Well, all those women's doubles teams, I don't think have any injury problems.
I don't even know any women's doubles teams that get injured except for Rahanyu and
yeah.
Polly. Yeah.
Yeah. They're on this list right in about in the middle.
It's super weird.
53 hours on court this year. But yeah, the other ones: Ginting, Sonoda, Kimura, and Chen Yufei.
Ginting.
Yeah. 60 matches this year. But this is just World Tour, so not like any domestic leagues or anything like that. I don't know if they. I don't think Ginting.
Does that count World Championships?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, because I feel like that would have brought Mota's average down.
Yeah.
He crushed B-side Praneeth in like record time. And the one with Antonsen, I'm sorry, was a wash.
It was the 3. Okay, this is when I find that our podcast gets interesting, when we like think something like this, right? So I remember checking the last 3 times that Momota won. Has he won Worlds 3 times?
Twice,
and then there's some other tournament before that he won easily that I included as well. Anyway, the points he won was like, he won like 70% of the rallies he played, something.
Damn.
Which is like ridiculous.
That's a lot.
Because usually when you win a tournament like easily, you're winning like 16 and 18 or like 15 or whatever. That only comes out to like 50-something%. Like high 50s one. He's like way above that for a world championship. It's crazy. Okay, now
that means they're completely dominant.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
And you can say, like I even said, that some is like kind of wasn't the most exciting worlds, right? Because he just kind of rolled through it. So kind of like look at his draw or whatever and like see, but like it's the world championship. Everybody's aiming for that tournament.
Yeah.
And
to be able to do that it's insane, really.
So another really good one I liked was the biggest deficits come back from.
Oh, that's interesting.
So this one you didn't look at yet, so I'm gonna. Do you have any recollection of some big? This is like a one game you were down like whatever, down a big number of points in a game, and you came back and won that game.
Is it consecutive points come back from, or just like biggest deficit?
Just the biggest deficit come back from.
Okay, well I can think of 2 occasions.
Now let me tell you, there's 7 on this list that's posted here. So if you can get one of them, one of those 7 biggest, then I'll be impressed with you again.
All right. So one I think for sure has got to be Christie versus Axelsen. He was down 19-10 and then won 20-11.
Yes.
Right?
That did happen.
And and you bet money on that, right? Didn't you?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. So that was 9 points, obviously.
Oh, it was 9? Oh,
like
okay.
19-10. So 9-point comeback.
Okay. I thought
that's how this is.
I counted the points after. Right, okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because he won 11 points in a row.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if I was supposed to count.
10-19.
Okay, that makes more sense though.
Yeah, but the deficit was 9. So that would be like next on this list. There's 7 occurrences of double-digit comebacks this year on the World Tour.
Wow. Double-digit. That is sad. Holy, this is actually hard to think about.
It's just
I think there's one that's women's doubles. I just can't think of it in my head.
That is incorrect.
Incorrect. Oh,
we got,
wow. That
let me count them up. We got 5 men's singles and 2 mixed.
That's shocking. 5 men's singles?
Yeah, one of them you wouldn't know. The second biggest, I don't even know who these people are, but it was Chinese Taipei, first round.
Oh, okay. So it's not necessarily big names, I guess.
The other ones are.
Shoot.
The other 6 are big names to us. This is a
How can I not
this is a
think?
terribly difficult question I'm asking here.
Yeah, this. You know what? Maybe just give me the top one.
The top one? You want the top one? Okay.
Okay, give me the bottom one.
I'll give you the bottom
Give me
one.
the start. Okay, thank you.
10-point comeback. Chan Peng Soon and Go Lu Ying over He Ji Ting and Du Yui at the Japan
Really?
Open first round.
Wow, that's impressive.
They were down 10 points, and they came back and won 21-17. So this doesn't say what the score was when they were down, but they came back 10 points.
Okay.
Number 6, Lu Darren beat Tomi Sugiarto in the first game, 23-21, after coming back 10-point deficit. Wow, we really need the
Sorry, who
score
did he
that they
beat?
were down here. It was
Who
Lu
did he
Darren
beat?
beating Tomi Sugiarto.
Oh, Sugiarto, man. Damn.
And then, do you remember this? Momota Axelsen, second game at
Is
Singapore?
this Singapore?
Yeah,
Yes, but I thought it was 16-9. That's why I didn't say it, because you said double digits.
it was 10-point deficit.
Oh, man. Damn it. See, I was going to say that, but then I thought it was just like 69. I was like, oh, that's not big enough, right? But I remember him absolutely throwing that game.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, well, it says it was
oh
10.
my goodness.
So it must have been 10.
Okay, that makes sense.
Number 4 is Sep Siri and Decapol. Puruvana Pru.
Ditchable.
Ah, I thought I could hit
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I thought I
Oh,
could hit
yeah.
that last name. Shoot. They they lost. Am I reading this right? They lost to Lu Kai and Chen Lu
Oh,
after being up 10 points in the first game. This is just losing that game. I'm not sure who lost the match.
okay.
And then we have 11-point comebacks. Damasin Siddicom came back from 11 points down against Lu Darren at Japan Open first game.
Man. New Darren on both ends.
Yeah, he gave it and got it. Then there's Pang Fong Puing. Came back from 11 against Yu Hezeko Fritz Menaiki.
Right, definitely know who those people are.
Yeah. And then number 1, the only 12-point deficit returned from. You ready?
Drum roll.
Hong Kong Open. Just happened not too long ago. Yeah.
Oh, is this Endo and Watanabe? No, it's not.
No, against Sukuma and no, it's not that.
Yeah.
Wang Chiron lost the first game to Jorgensen 22-20 after being ahead by 12 points.
Oh, Jorgensen, what's up, baby?
Yeah, you like Jorgensen,
It's my boy. Wow. 12 points.
Yeah, I'm going to see what the score was there quickly. So how would you feel? It's like, you feel like with the way the scoring system is now that you can kind of relax when you're up like 12 points, you know?
It's tough. I even find that myself. I've been trying to work on that where I'm like, you know, you could be up like 18-8 and then you feel yourself kind of like go,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you're like, what are you doing? So I catch myself recently because sometimes I'll be up 18-8 and I throw like 5 points and I'm like, man, what? So then I'm like, okay, don't like, you know, you can breathe, but don't exhale, you know what I mean? Don't like fully go
breathe, but don't
comatose on the court. Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
Okay.
But like, yeah, so I've been trying to, at that point, I'm like, okay, push a little harder. Because then it's way easier, right? You win, you know, if someone's down like that, you could probably squeak out 3 relatively easy points, usually. Because they're already kind of like down themselves, like, man, I'm down 10 points.
Yeah.
But if you relax too much, you give them that lifeline, all of a sudden they can come back, which I'm imagining happened in most of these scenarios.
Yeah, it was 17-5.
Oh my God.
For Wang Shuan. Then he lost that game and lost the third. That was the first game, and then he lost the third game to 7.
Wait, 21-7?
Yeah.
Wow. He must have had a mental breakdown or
So
something.
he basically played 4 sets here. He was up 17-5, then lost that 20-22. Then he won 21-14, then he lost 21-7. That's a roller coaster.
Yeah, wow, that guy probably had a good hard look in the mirror after that.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to do with himself.
Hey, you know, Intanon's got a new boyfriend, hey?
Yeah, why did you think about her old boyfriend? Because of the fact that he, like, Vittinghouse had that huge comeback against him.
Maybe.
Because that's what I just thought about him too.
I wasn't gonna add insult to injury there. Yeah, I saw that on her Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know who her new boyfriend is.
Plays a different sport.
Oh,
That's why.
interesting.
All these
Multidisciplinary.
all these different games they're going to. The Thailand team, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Interesting. Yeah, 12 points is a lot. That must feel bad. Can't even lie. Any other statistics we want to go over here?
I think that's about it for the wrap-up of the 2019 year statistics. Check out that page if you haven't.
Yeah.
There's lots of good stuff.
Badminton stats.
That was just from like the last month. Everything I just said.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm assuming this person's just crunching the numbers themselves. So I'm looking at it and it looks like they've kind of done it in a spreadsheet all on their own, right? It's not like an official BWF document.
Yeah.
So good for them.
It should be.
Nice.
BWF should like get them to post something once a week for them.
Yeah, I miss when they used to do like smash placement or, you know, like they don't have any stats anymore. What's with that? Did they cut all those people's
like the replay in match?
Yeah. Like, did they fire people or something? Needed more prize money, they just put it there.
The total prize money, did you read the Badzine article for the prize money winners of this year?
No.
The total prize money actually went down $10,000, which is nothing, but like it didn't go up.
Oh, interesting. It probably just got spread out more?
Yeah.
Like
But that being said, because Kenta was so dominant, he won the most out of anyone that ever has. He had the highest prize money winning year.
How much is that? Do you know off the top of your head?
It was mid 500,000. 530 something thousand US.
That's pretty good.
That is nothing. Because I watch tennis and it hurts me so much.
Yeah, I know. You lose like round 32, you're making that, eh?
Yeah.
Or like golf. Man.
Why do you think?
Make so much money in golf.
I can't remember who was talking about this. But like in tennis, it's so individual, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got their own team. Like they train together. But even as fans,
their own coach.
We're watching it, we're going, it's like a Federer Nadal semi, right? Or like, or a Federer Wawrinka semi would be a better example. We're all excited for that. But if that was in badminton, it was like two players from China, say, which happens often, then it's like kind of not as exciting for us, you know? A little bit.
Yeah, because it's more of an emphasis on country.
Yeah. Why is badminton more national feeling than tennis being individual? And do you think
I'd say it's because...
Do you think it has any influence on the popularity and like the following that it has in North America, maybe?
That's interesting. I mean, I think a big part of it though is because with tennis, when you look at it, like each of them pretty much is like, I guess because due to monetary reasons, they have like their own coach on their bankroll, right? Like they're paying their coach directly. Whereas in badminton, kind of it's like a federation that controls it. So there's a national team, and like they'll have the same coach, for example, right? So in that sense, I would say a better comparison is like independent badminton players, and with tennis. So I mean, you could look at Michelle Lee, who's not an independent player, but she pays her own coach, I believe, to travel with her, right? And that's kind of more similar to what tennis players do. So it's kind of like, if you're that good, you know what you need, and that can kind of push you to get better. But then also, like, some programs are really good, like China, if you look at it, right? They have a really good program, but maybe that coach doesn't work for everyone, for example, right? So like you see lots of players leave China and become independent players. So maybe that has an impact on kind of cult followings, because you're more a part of a team than an individual in that aspect.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird.
Tennis
because
players all have their coach, right?
Yeah.
Like even if
Yeah.
all the way down to top 100 or something, I feel like they all
Mm-hmm.
have one coach that's just their personal coach, not like 3 people even. It's just them. I think it is going that way, like with Tai Su Ying she's got like 5 people traveling with her now, and Axelson.
Yeah. 5 people. Wow.
I think so, right? There's like that.
I
there's
heard
the 2 coaches that one was the old sparring partner, and then there's a new sparring partner, and then there's the physio lady, and then I think there's another lady. She always posts with them on her social medias. Might just be 4 people, but
yeah, I heard that. Like I guess India is more doing something like that as well, because I heard that PV Sindhu and Saina Nehwal don't actually train together. Like they're both at the same place, for example, but they don't. I don't even think they have the same coach. One of them is with Gopi Chan. Is that Sindhu? And then I don't know who Nehwal's with.
Yeah, it was probably some
weird
article that wasn't entirely factually based, but I read that they didn't want to practice together so they wouldn't know each other's, because they didn't want the other one to know their weaknesses, you know, like if you train together, you know kind of everything about the person.
Yeah, that's true. That's why you see teams like Faisal and Wijaya win you $2 by beating Praveen and Octavianti.
If you can use that to predict it.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about the upcoming tournaments? We've got...
Sure, what we got? We got Malaysia, we got Indonesia.
Yeah, it's those 2 500s that are coming up these next 2 weeks. Your screen is frozen, you look like a zombie. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm just going to keep talking.
Zombie it is.
Zombie it is. So, unfortunately for Kenta Suniyama, he's like, right now he's second to go for Japan, like with Momota, to the Olympics.
Nishimoto, man, fell off.
Well, he's not far behind, but he's behind a little.
I think can they overrule and select Nishimoto? I think they would, to be honest.
Can they though? Because he's outside 16.
Oh, he is?
I don't think they can.
Yeah, he might. Interesting.
Because Suniyama's 11. Men's singles is really nice to look at, actually. The top 13 are all going, because there's no 3 compatriots.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. And the number 14 is Rista Vito from Indonesia.
Oh, damn.
Okay. I mean, he's not going, though. Because got Ginting and Christie above him. But good for him. Anyway, yeah, I was going to say, Suniyama plays Momota in the second round. If they beat... Suniyama beats Pernoi and Momota beats Kashyap, then they would play in the second round. And then Indonesia, they play in the first round. Momota and Suniyama. So that's kind of terrible.
Is it Canada Open 2017 time?
Yes. I line judge that. I was on the baseline. You can check the video.
Any bad calls?
Did I make any bad calls?
Yeah.
No, I made some close calls.
Controversial ones?
There's one Momota. This is like Momota tight net, like the perfect
hairpin
situation, right? Hairpin.
Right.
I hate calling it hairpin. So he hits the hairpin, right? Suniyama just whacks that thing, right? Skies it like, I don't know, 60 feet in the air or something, really high.
Right.
Momota makes his way back to the baseline. It's coming straight down. I know it's coming straight down. Lands exactly like with half of the bird on the line. Half of the cork on the line.
Damn.
So I call it in. Guy looks at me and then looks so disappointed. And I felt so bad.
Like he knew it was in. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh man, that feels
and I knew
real
that,
bad when you're like, I hope it's out, but then it lands in.
Yeah, it was like a huge lift. He could have. It was at the baseline, but he could have, kept playing. And stuff, but he let it drop.
Yeah.
And I had to be the one to tell him, like, oh, it just hurt me. Anyway, so if you don't remember, that's when Suniyama beat Momota in his first tournament back at the final of the 17 Canada Open. So, I don't know. Do you think one of those matches he'll win? Momota's already qualified for the Olympics, by the way. It's January.
Aren't like 6 of them already qualified, though? I think a lot of them are.
I don't think so. He's got 101,000 points.
Yeah, that's insane.
And Chao's got 80.
Damn, that's a big drop off. What?
And then 72, 71, 69, 68.
That's crazy.
That's after 10 tournaments for Kento. Chow's got 14 on.
Man, I'd love to see Chow get a medal. Whew. Love to see it.
How would he celebrate? Because he celebrated pretty vigorously for what he's won already, or even just winning a point in a third of any game, any match. What do you think he would do? What's your favorite celebration from a big tournament? What comes to mind when you think badminton celebration, like epic celebration?
2012 Olympics.
Same. Nice. Correct.
Okay, yeah.
Great.
The classic. Lin Dan. But spare a thought for Lee Chongwei. Bro, why did the cameraman have to pan over? I'm just getting depressed thinking about it. No, that's a great celebration. He does like the airplane.
I think it was great because of the anticipation, right? Again, super high lift, and you got to watch it fall. But he knew the whole time because it was like pretty far out.
Yeah, it was pretty far out. No, another classic. Okay, I'm thinking of two classics now. Another classic is Yu Young Sung, Lee Young Dae when they beat Sediwon and Asan at Badminton Asia Championships, I think. Do you know this one? And I love this moment because the commentator, I'm going to do my best here, he goes, Korea! And he just yells it, and then like a fan jumps onto the court and like hugs Yu Young Sung, and Yu Young Sung's like, "Oh, like, yeah, no, you have to watch it. It's a great celebration." Like, yeah, no, it's fantastic, honestly.
What tournament was that?
I think it's Badminton Asia Championships. If you search it up, you'll find it. They had a comeback at the end too. It was really close. Like the final rally is actually insane. Like Lee Young Dae like dove, like returning smashes on the ground. It was awesome.
Do you remember what year it was?
I want to say, I don't know, I feel like all good things happened in 2016, so maybe 2016.
They played in the Asia Games final in 2014.
It was the one, because they lost that, I think.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. But they won that
I've never seen
team tie.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, honestly.
Even Sediwon was moving pretty fast. Guy was already old in 2014.
Guys like my grandpa's age.
So leave
just sick.
Your pick for your favorite badminton celebration in the comments.
Mm-hmm. Another really good one is it was Asia Championships as well, like lower level Asia Championships, and it like Team Indonesia won. Christie versus I think Nishimoto in the final, team tie, and then that one coach comes out and he does like the splits and lands in the splits. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have seen that.
That's the most amazing badminton celebration. If you just type in top 5 badminton celebrations, it's in there. I think there's a video. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we probably won't see any great ones for a while. We don't have that many big tournaments coming up, but maybe we'll get a nice upset. I love a good celebration after a big upset, even if it's in like first round, second round, you know.
Yeah, no, it's good to see.
Yeah. All right. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, or when Chow's physio just starts crying.
Yeah.
Top 5 cutest moments.
Shout out to, what's her name?
I have no idea her name.
Victoria Cow. Got it.
Oh, wow.
So, fastest to the kit box. Okay, I think that's it for today.
Yep.
Let us know what you would like us to discuss in the comments, your favorite celebration
please.
in the comments, and some predictions from yourself in the comments, and we'll discuss the validity of those and if they're possible or not.
We'll rip them apart.
We'll be gentle, maybe not.
Yeah, but if you guys have any suggestions of what you want us to talk about, please leave them in the comments. That would be great. Then we can give you some feedback too.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. This has been Prairie Badminton Podcast with Brandon Reddicup and Rylan Renrace. Hope you enjoyed us. talking about wherever our mind wandered here on the badminton circuit. Catch you next time.
Skrrp.